Halloween always smelled like rain and sugar where I grew up. That night, October 31st, the streets were quiet. Too quiet. Candy wrappers blew across the pavement like little ghosts. I was home alone, scrolling through my phone, half watching some horror movie, when I heard laughter outside. Faint, distant. I looked through the blinds. Every house was dark, except one, the old Miller place. A single blue light glowed in the upstairs window. No one had lived there for years, not since the fire. But something about that glow, it looked alive. I should have ignored it. But curiosity has teeth. I put on my jacket, stepped into the cold. The air bit my skin, sharp as glass. Every step closer, the street got darker. The laughter behind me faded. The Miller house stood still, silent, its windows like eyes that forgot how to blink. The porch creaked as I climbed. There, a bowl of candy. The note said, "Take one." Simple, but the handwriting was wrong. Jagged, like carved into paper. I picked a candy, unwrapped it, and held it under the porch light. It was soft, wet. When I touched it, the candy melted, not from heat, but like it was breathing. A faint smell rose up. Copper, smoke, something burnt. My chest tightened. Then, I heard footsteps upstairs, slow, dragging. I whispered, "Hello." No answer. The blue light upstairs flickered once, then went out. My phone's flashlight shook in my hand. The door was open, just an inch. And from inside, a whisper. My name. The sound wasn't human. It was soft, echoing, like it came from every wall at once. "Come back inside." I froze. No one had called me that name since I was little. My flashlight cut through the dust. Old furniture, black walls, burn marks. The house smelled like wet ash. I should have run. But there was something glowing at the top of the stairs, faint, blue, like a pulse. I climbed. The steps moaned, slow, like warning breaths. At the end of the hallway, the door was half open. Inside, something was moved. The light came from a broken mirror. But it wasn't reflecting me. It showed a little boy in a costume, holding the same candy I had. He looked up, his eyes white as smoke. He whispered, "You came back." My heart cracked open. That was my costume, from when I was 8. The one I wore the night the Miller house burned down. Flashes hit me. Fire, screams, glass breaking. I'd been here before. My father dragging me out. Someone still inside. The candy bowl, the laughter, it was all the same. The mirror boy smiled, slow, and whispered, "You left us." The walls began to drip, dark liquid sliding down like blood in candlelight. I stumbled back, but the hallway stretched longer, the air thicker. Behind me, footsteps, heavier this time. I turned. A tall figure filled the end of the hall, its shadow stretching across the ceiling like smoke with teeth. The sound of breathing, Mine or his. I don't know. It stepped closer, each move scraping the walls. I dropped my phone. The blue light blinked once, twice, then burst into darkness. Something cold touched my wrist, soft, like ash. And then, a whisper, trick or treat. They found me hours later, standing in front of the old house, candy still in my hand. The house was gone, just empty dirt. No foundation, no door. But when I looked down, the candy was whole again. Fresh, the wrapper new. I heard laughter behind me, children's voices, faint, fading into the fog. I threw the candy away that night, but every Halloween since, a bowl appears on my porch. Same candy, same note. Take one. Every town has that one store no one remembers opening. Ours was a Halloween shop on Elm Street. It appeared one October morning. No sign, no name, just a dim window filled with masks. I walked in because, I don't know, curiosity maybe. The air inside smelled like rubber and dust. A man stood behind the counter, still as wax. His eyes were hidden behind round glasses, and his smile didn't move. Looking for something special? He asked. I nodded. He pointed to the back. That one's yours. It was hanging alone, pale, cracked, shaped like a human face, but wrong. The mouth was open just enough to look like it was breathing. How much? I asked. It'll cost you only what you can't afford, he said. I laughed nervously, handed him a 20. His fingers brushed mine, cold, dry, like old paint. It fits best when the night's alive, he whispered. I didn't understand what he meant. Not until Halloween night. The streets were wild that night. Kids screaming, fog machines humming. I went as something simple, a ghost with that mask. But when I slipped it on, it clung to me. The inside was warm, damp, almost pulsing. My vision blurred. My voice sounded deeper. People stared when I passed, like they recognized me, but not as me. Someone even whispered, "He's back." I laughed, but it came out low, hollow. I couldn't tell if I was breathing through the mask or if the mask was breathing through me. By midnight, my skin itched under the latex. I tried to pull it off, but it wouldn't move. I tugged harder. Pain shot through my face. I felt skin tear. I screamed, but no sound came. Then I heard it, inside the mask, a whisper. Keep it on. The night isn't over. I stumbled to a window, looked at my reflection. The mask had fused to my skin. The eyes weren't mine anymore. They were deeper, blacker, watching me from the inside. The streets emptied. The fog thickened, swallowing houses. Every sound dulled, except footsteps, hundreds of them. Shapes moved in the mist. All wore masks like mine. Some were cracked, others melted, smiling too wide. They circled me. One leaned close, its voice identical to mine. "Welcome back." I ran, but the mask tightened, digging into my jaw. My lungs burned. The air outside the mask felt. I woke in front of the same store. The lights were on, and the man was waiting. "You fitted well," he said. I begged him to take it off. He shook his head. "It never comes off after midnight. You wore it too long." I screamed, pounded the counter, but his smile didn't move. "It's yours now, just like the others." He pointed to the shelves, hundreds of masks, each one faintly breathing, each one whispering. I ran home and locked myself in the bathroom. The mirror showed my face, and not my face. My features had sunk, stretched, hollowed. The mask wasn't latex anymore. It was flesh. My flesh. I clawed at it, drew blood, but the skin sealed again, smooth, pale, perfect. From behind me, a faint knock on the bathroom door. A voice, mine, exactly mine, said softly, "Time to go back." The next morning, the shop was gone. Just an empty lot, dirt untouched. But last night, a new Halloween store opened in another town. Locals say a man stands behind the counter, eyes hidden behind round glasses, smile painted thin. He sells masks that fit too well. Some say, if you listen close, you can hear breathing inside them. And every Halloween, one more person disappears, their voice whispering through someone else's mask. Every Halloween, our street looked the same. Cheap decorations, kids yelling, porch lights blinking. But this year, there was one house that felt different. It was new, or maybe it had always been there, and I'd never noticed it before. Small, gray, tucked between two bigger homes. No lights, no candy, except for one thing. In the window sat a single pumpkin. Not carved, not lit by candles, but glowing from the inside. A dim orange pulse, slow and steady, like a heartbeat. My friends dared me to go knock. We were 16, too old for trick-or-treating, but too young to say no to a dare. The air was colder near that house, heavy, still. 5 seconds on the porch, they said. I laughed, walked up the path. The porch creaked beneath my shoes. The pumpkin flickered once, twice, then dimmed. I knocked once. No answer. I turned to leave, but the door clicked open, just enough for air to hiss out. Cold, damp, like from a cellar. The smell hit me first. Something sweet, rotten, like spoiled fruit. The hallway was lined with more pumpkins, all uncarved, all glowing from within. Each one throbbed faintly, in rhythm, like breathing. I should have run, but one of them, near the stairs, had something scratched into its skin. My name. I stepped closer, whispering, "Who's there?" From upstairs, a voice answered, soft, slow, almost kind. come see your face. I climbed the stairs. The walls pulsed faint orange light from behind cracks and wallpaper. At the end of the hall was a door, slightly open, light pouring through. Inside, the air hummed. Pumpkins filled the room, shelves, floor, even the bed. Some were small, others the size of people, and in the middle sat one taller than me. Its surface shimmered, waxy and wet. On it, carved deep and careful, my face. Every line, every scar, perfect. I stepped closer, shaking. The voice came again, this time from inside the pumpkin. It took years to get it right. I whispered, "Who are you?" Silence. Then a faint movement. The carved mouth curled upward. A smile. "You left me in the dark," it said. "Now I live where the light can't reach." I turned to run, but the door slammed. The glow brightened until it burned my eyes. When I looked down, my reflection was gone. Only orange light filled me. When I woke, I was standing in the front yard. My friends were gone. The street was quiet. In the window, the pumpkin still glowed. But now, it was different. Smaller. My face gone. Just smooth, blank skin. I tried to tell people what happened. They said no house existed there, just an empty lot. But every year, when Halloween comes, I feel it. A faint warmth against my wind, and sometimes, when the lights go out, I see an orange flicker behind my reflection. A week later, a woman from across the street stopped me. "You live on Elm, right?" she asked. "Did you see the new pumpkin house?" My stomach dropped. "It's beautiful," she said. "Every pumpkin has a face." I forced a smile and asked, "Did you see your—" She laughed softly. "Not yet." But as she walked away, I saw her window reflection, glowing, faint orange, pulsing, in rhythm. That night, I packed to leave town. Couldn't stay another Halloween here. But when I turned off my bedroom light, my window glowed. A pumpkin sat outside, fresh, carved, my face smiling too wide. The air was warm, sweet, rot. From the glass came a whisper, "You can't leave. You're part of the harvest now." And for a moment, I swore the reflection smiled back, even after I stopped.